Okay, now we're live.
Are we?
Yes.
All right, hold on. I'm looking for it. There it is.
There it is.
Oh yeah, we all sound good.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Life is good in the hood. Hey everyone, it's your boy Renzoli here, and I'm joined today with my good homie, Bionic Kasai.
Hello.
And he is also graciously hosting the stream again. Everyone, please
cool.
send gold to him, or in this
Actual
case,
cash money.
gold bars. Right?
Renzolian does not pay me.
That's true, but also
Send me V-Bucks.
We're diving into a little bit of the Fortnite world today with a tier list, right? It's been a while since I've done a tier list. Now, today we are ranking all of the Fortnite Victory Royale series figures from Hasbro. The line's been going since what, 2020 or 2021?
Yeah,
2020,
it started 2020, I believe.
Like late 2020, basically.
Something like that. Oh,
yeah.
no, technically it did start just at the beginning of 2021. But figures started leaking out a little early.
Yeah. So, so it's been going for a little while. I think there's a good number of figures, so we figured we would go for...
Late 2021.
What? Oh, did they?
Yeah, we only got Wave 2 at the beginning of this year.
Oh, yeah.
Dang. Okay. So.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even a year old yet.
That makes sense. I just realized I got Ripley in at 2021. Okay, yeah, you're right. I guess they were probably talked about in 2020.
Yeah.
Anyways, doesn't matter. Hello everyone. Okoto's here, Tanova's here, Nathan is here. Nathan. Thank you, Nathan.
Drake, the man himself.
So we've got quite a few. We've got a couple listings here, but basically it just means A, B, C, D.
S, A, B, C, D,
Sorry.
and F.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's run through them, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got Why Can't You Build Good Figures, which is, of course, a reference to our Lord and Savior, Ninja.
Yep. And his epic quote of, "Why can't I build?"
Because he freaks out because he's a man-child. Mm-hmm. But anyways, not trying to start making enemies here. I don't think Ninja's watching.
I don't think Ninja makes any friends anyway.
D for dumpster, which is, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
C for cringe. Now, cringe in this case is like just less than like
it's like meh, you know.
Yeah, it's like a meh. It's a C. It's a C tier, you know.
C doesn't. It is literally the face you make when you go, eh.
Yeah, is C a passing grade over there?
Yes.
Or is that okay? So yeah, it's a passing grade. Okay. B for building, because building is pretty epic. Okay, it's pretty good. It's not always ideal, but it's still B. You know. Epic friends. Now this is good. This is a good epic friend.
This is like a solid figure. It's worth your money at retail, even with current prices.
It's a solid experience. The dub, however, is the best of the best.
Like literally top tier Hasbro, domestic action figures.
Yes. So
they're gonna get the Victory Royale every time.
They're gonna get the Victory Royale, of course. If you showed this to my younger self like 3 years ago, I would have been very upset. But that's okay. You would have been like, "Why are you buying this?" No. But the Fortnite line is pretty fun. We're about a year or something in. It's been a very good time so far. We're not quite like, I need more recent stuff, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. So there's not, spoiler alert, there's probably not going to be a lot of low tier figures, but we'll discuss it. We'll be fair. We'll be reasonable. Okay.
We shall.
So the way I was thinking,
this is the definitive tier list of this figure line for the planet. All right. So if you disagree with this, you'll have to be banished to Mars. All right.
Exactly.
Where there's no Fortnite.
There's no Fortnite on Mars. There's also no air. You die immediately. That's the eternal punishment.
Or you can, poop in the ground and make potatoes like the Martian.
You could like that guy, of course. Here's what I was thinking, right? I think when we pick a figure, we go through like we pick our each our ranking, and then we have to come to an agreement.
Okay.
We have to put aside our differences, and we have to work something out.
All right. All right.
Because I don't.
It's not like
you're
we're basically the same human being half the time.
We are literally the same person, yes. But I'm all of his negative emotions put into one creature.
Just one ball of hate and rage.
The order is a bit weird. Honestly, we should just go in a completely random order because it starts off with a figure that's not even out yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true.
So let's just jump the F into it. Okay?
All right. So first and foremost, we've got, or should we save this for last? The line as a whole.
No, that's the first. Oh, that's what. Okay, I thought you meant
it represents the line as a whole.
Okay, yeah, we'll hold off on that for now.
All right. We'll do that last. Yeah. All right.
All right.
So
how about we start with the first figures that we got from the line? Okay.
All right.
Yours was.
Mine was Midas Rex.
Midas. Okay. Well, let's start off with Midas then. He's part of Wave 1.
He is.
One of the very first figures released for the line.
Sorry, I'm just right there.
He's a good night man.
He is. He's a cool Goldilocks sort of guy. Pulling him up for reference. He's a cool figure. He's got really good articulation. He was a very good introduction to the line. He's got cool freaking revolvers that aren't sculpted on. They're just actual accessories.
Yes.
He has weird arm tubes that pop out pretty easy, and I cut off. So that's one drawback. He's supposed to have 2 swords, but he only has 1, so that's another potential flaw.
Yeah.
He does come with an alternate head and a back bling. So how do you feel about this figure?
The back bling, I will admit, is very hard. You know, it can be a bit of a pain in the butt, but the figure itself is fun. I will say, at least on my copy, it might be different for you. His feet are a little loose. They tend to kind of sag a little bit on my figure because they're very small joints.
Mine doesn't really have that issue.
No.
I do think he is a little. His legs are pretty slender, so he comes out being slightly top heavy. He's very wide up top, and he's got very small feet. He's got very skinny legs. It's a little tiny issue for me, but honestly, everything else about this is pretty solid. You know, he's got guns, he's got a sword, he's got a cape, he's got 2 heads. I mean, what's there to complain about, really? It's this cool, like, cowboy, sci-fi, nightman.
Yeah. I usually just leave the alternate head on, the mask head on. I don't really like his regular look, but that's a personal thing.
Most of the time, I have his unmasked head on because I like the idea of the character. So I'm thinking like a solid B for building or epic friends for me.
I'm probably leaning towards a good B for building. I think he's a very solid introduction. No, I think me personally, I'd probably put him in B for building. Where would you put him? Epic friends?
Well, I'm kind of torn between the two. Like, he's not perfect, but he is like a really good Hasbro figure. You know, he's up there with like a lot of the G.I. Joe figures for just being like really unique sculpting, really well done. You know, he's all pinless. He's got great range of motion.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, for a male figure, I think he's definitely up there. He's not like mind blowing, but he is like the cutting edge of like what their technology can do for an average figure nowadays.
That's fair.
So I'm thinking, either B for building or maybe leaning towards epic friends, but
I think we should keep him at B.
Okay.
You good with that?
And we can change around if our feelings change later on. So.
Yes, exactly. I'm feeling he's pretty good, but he's not quite up there for me, personally.
So who was your first figure?
Okay, mine was Ripley.
Ripley.
I got him in America. So he was already cheaper than he would have been over here, which made the
Which
incentive
is an illusion. It's not real.
Right. Yes.
It's exchange rates. Anyway.
He's fictional. But no, I like this figure a lot. He was a good introduction to the line. I think the sculpt is really, really fun. The accessories are interesting. One of his, I'll hold off on that. But like, he's a pretty great figure overall. He's big. He's large. Which is always a positive. He's a big guy.
He is. He is a thick boy. He's got some weight to him.
He does. There is a bit of awkwardness with him, I'd say.
Yeah, I know one point in particular I can talk about, but
yeah, I do like the feature to be able to move his head in there. That's pretty nice. I like that. They didn't even have to do that, but they did. I will say, his hands are real hard. I guess you could warm him up with like a hairdryer or something. But out of the package, his hands are very hard to maneuver. Unlike a lot of the figures in this wave where it is just like a softer piece of plastic where you can bend it, his hands are kind of obnoxiously hard out of the package.
Yeah, they are definitely stiff. I mostly just use his goop hammer with him, which just kind of slides right in. But yeah, for his like shotgun, that one's kind of a pain.
Yeah. And then the way his back bling is done is a bit weird, because they give you a really long peg, which is nice, but it doesn't like sit in properly, so it's a little awkward. It's like kind of bending the thing, and I don't really know if I like that. It's kind of sitting at a bizarre angle.
Yeah, my biggest issue. So I have two separate issues with the figure. One are his like thigh pads with the straps that go up and connect to his belt. They really hinder like hip movement.
Oh yeah, you're right.
To the point where I just cut those straps off and just glued the pads on. And then I find that his goop helmet dome thing falls off a little easy sometimes.
Does fall off a little easy.
So yeah, I mean he's a fun figure. He's a very fun character design. And his translucent plastic seems to be holding up very well compared to like figures I've experienced before. And
it's got thick old arms, thick old double jointed arms.
It's true, and pinless, so they're very slick and smooth, and they feel nice.
Yes, he was a great figure to get my hands on. He's what introduced me to the line. I gotta say, in fact, I think I'm gonna make an executive decision. I think we should bump up Midas to Epic Friends.
Really? Okay.
And I think we should put Ripley in B for building.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I like him a lot, but I will admit Midas is a better made figure. There's just a little less problems going on. But it's a unique sculpt. It's a unique body type, so it makes sense that there's going to be some little errors here and there.
Yeah, there's not going to be much reuse they can get out of this, but we will get to that later.
We'll get exactly. Anyways,
exactly.
Any last words on Ripley, or shall we move on?
No, I was leaning for him to be a little bit below Midas, so I was gonna say a C for cringe, but that seemed a little mean spirited for him. But B for building, since we moved Midas up, it does definitely seem like a good spot. It matches him. It matches him color wise.
I'm not doing that. That would be funny though.
Anyway, so then the next two figures in Wave 1, I guess we can hit since.
Okay. We're going on a theme here.
Do we want to do? I don't have Chaos Agent.
Okay.
I do have Lynx.
Okay. So we'll do Lynx first because I feel like this is going to be very interesting because we're going to have very conflicting.
I have very strong opinions about this figure.
So this is going to be interesting then. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, what do you think of Lynx?
Well, since you asked, I genuinely really love this figure. Like, really do. I don't know why. I just really enjoy it. I got it while I was on vacation, and I didn't think I was going to like it. I was like, she looks all right. I was very, very impressed with her. There are some oddities, especially I can understand not liking some of the things about her. But for me, I had a fun time with her. and I would rank. I really, her accessories are, well, they're all right. Her feet being rubber are a little weird. I know you've got issues with her hands and all that,
I'll
but
talk about those.
Yeah, but like overall, I gotta say I really like it. But I know you have different opinions, so go on.
All right, so Lynx. I think this figure is a dumpster figure. Her feet are super flimsy and really rubbery. Don't like that. Her waist and crotch, her like hips are really wide, and her crotch looks like a Speedo, but it looks like she looks like a robot because it's disconnected. It doesn't look right to me. Her hands are the worst wrist joints I've ever worked with from a Hasbro figure. They are totally backwards. There makes no sense for them to be like that. I don't like it at all. It limits a lot of posing options. Her head looks weird because it looks like it's melting down her face, and it's mostly a design thing, but I also don't like her little rat tail in the back of her head. Let's see. Her tail, I'm not a huge fan of, just because there's not really much you could do with it besides the ball joint in the back.
No, not at all.
My favorite thing from this figure is the bear back bling, and I cut the peg off of that so I could just have a funky little bear. So I say this is a dumpster figure.
I'll settle for dumpster. I'll
right.
I'll allow it. I know you don't like it.
I do not at all. Where do you think she would be? Where would you rank her?
Personally, I'd probably throw her in a B, but I'll allow D. I'll be like, you know what? I get the problems, and you know more about action figures than I do, so like those things don't bother me nearly as much. And in my experience with messing around with her, I haven't had too many issues. So that's a personal thing.
She's a bit like a Reveltech figure to me, where like she can get into a good dynamic pose.
Yeah.
Depending on the accessories, because her hands aren't great for holding like a lot of two-handed weapons. But in a neutral stance, she does not look good to me.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's move on to the final figure of Wave 1, which is one you don't have, I don't think.
Yes, but I have some mild opinions about this one.
Okay. Interesting. I guess do you want to go first since you don't have...
Yeah, I don't have as much to say because I don't have this figure. I just think the design, which is more game's fault, is kind of boring.
Yeah.
And then he should have the alternate head that we'll get to in his re-release. But you can take it away.
Yeah, I agree. This was an impulse purchase for me. I don't remember. Oh, I think I got him actually at the end of the same trip I got Lynx for.
What's up? Yes. I'm on a stream. What's up? Oh, okay.
Don't worry. There's a conversation going on.
You were supposed to keep going.
I didn't know.
That's why I told you to take it away.
I didn't hear you even say that.
I did say that. Whatever. You made it awkward. Continue.
Anyways, it's just funny. Go back and enhance that audio.
Listen to my conversations.
Exactly.
All right, take it away. Talk about this man.
Okay.
The
Chaos Agent, interesting. I got him on the same trip I got Lynx. I think I got him when I came back. He's okay. He's kind of disappointing. There's obviously no articulation in his torso at all, which is very disappointing. They sacrifice a lot for those suit bodies, which is lame.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty consistent amongst most.
It's a Hasbro thing, I feel like, for the most part. It looks better that they don't, but at the same time, it kills a lot of movement, I guess. I feel like there's a better way to do it, but whatever. You know, for what he can do, he's pretty good. I do like some things about the design. It is very generic, but I could see these working well as like a good army builder guy, you know, like a fun like organization dude. So they're kind of fun for that. The weird alien. I like that he's weird and skinny and alien. I think that's fun.
It'd be, I think it would be a lot of fun if you could find like a small enough like Venom head to put on him as like a weird suit Venom, because he's got like 3 fingers.
Yes, he's very symbiote.
So that'd be neat. Yeah, he's got like a goopy scythe and stuff. So yeah, he's very symbiote.
But overall, he's just kind of okay. And honestly, I would probably put him in D. Like, he's... No, actually, C's not a bad spot for him.
C, I was thinking C seems like a good spot for him, because there's nothing on the figure that I like hate.
That's true. I guess he's looking at him from a technical point of view. He's very inoffensive.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of cringe with him with not being able to move the torso, but other than that, he's pretty. You're right. He's pretty standard. I think C is a good.
So that's a pretty good spread for wave 1.
That's basically wave D. 1. Yeah, you've got none of them are like, we're not at peak Fortnite yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're FortFigs yet. We're getting there.
We are dabbling in building a little bit.
So should we do some of the deluxe figures too instead of moving on to wave 2?
Yeah. So the first deluxe figure was good old Catman. I'll put him next to his feline companion.
Meowscles is interesting.
Meowscles, yeah. Did Mangus get this one?
I don't remember.
I feel like he did, but I might be wrong.
Do you have that one?
I do not.
Okay. I do own most of the line then.
The interesting thing about this one, I will say, is it was the first Hasbro figure that had pretty much a direct comparison from the Jazzwares toy line.
Oh yeah.
It's not the same skin, like the same color pattern, but it is essentially the same figure, the same design.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about it?
Well, I like it. I remember when I got him. I think I was I went to Toys R Us, and I remember just coming home, and I remember like there was cardboard everywhere, and there was like accessories everywhere. I remember my dad walked in, and he's just like, "Why did you waste your money on this stuff?" And I was like, I don't know. But I don't regret wasting my money on him. It's a pretty good figure. He's another big boy. He is a large boy. He's like about the same size as Ripley, so he's a chunk,
Mm-hmm.
The articulation is pretty fun. There's one thing that really annoys me about him, but I'll get into that in a bit. He's got double, he's double jointed. Wait, is that the right term? Double hinge?
Double joint? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Like when a joint isn't single joint?
Huh?
What's the term? God damn it!
Hinge swivel?
No. It's like.
Are you talking about like his elbows or his knees?
Yeah.
That's a double jointed elbow.
Elbows and knees. Okay, he's got a double jointed elbow, double jointed knee. I forgot the term there for a second.
But you said the term.
So he's got a tail that's very similar to
Lynx.
What's her face? Lynx.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little smaller. It's a little bit more curled up, so there's kind of less you can even do with it, which is kind of lame. Accessory wise, I mean, this guy is the best. Even if he came as a single release, he would still probably have a gun, a back bling, maybe the knives, probably not. But then he would still have 2 guns like Midas in his holsters, and they're awesome. They're white and they look great, white and gold.
He's one of 2 figures in the line that has fists as well.
Yes, he comes with fists, which is a very, very exclusive thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of figures fists, so that's a special thing. Overall, though, he's pretty fun, and he comes with a whole ass bench press. So that's a fun thing.
A dumbbell, so
yes,
some fun.
There's a lot of value. You get knives, like there's a ton of stuff to appreciate with this pack.
Even if you just want to repaint his accessories, it's cool diorama type stuff. So
definitely. I feel like the value was a little off, but that's also because just money's different over here. Mm-hmm. So he's a lot more. He was a lot more expensive for me, but he comes with a lot. I think he's pretty worth it. Okay. But do you have any thoughts on it?
No, I don't have any strong opinions. Like I said, I think his accessories are pretty dope. I like that he has fists.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I forgot to mention the one issue that I had with him.
What's that?
So he's got straps on his body, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like kind of come down, and I'm trying to actually remember. I have the figures across from me, but it's hard to see them from here. He's got these straps that like connect in, and basically there's a hole in the back where you're supposed to put the back bling through. But the way the figure is designed is that whenever you crunch the torso, it like pulls back those straps, which makes it really hard. Like it bends the back bling while it's in the torso. Because it's connected from like the lower half of the body to the upper half, like all the way to the back. So it gets in the way a bit, and that's kind of frustrating. But I feel like that's probably the best way they could have done it, without ruining the like sculpt or anything like that. Because he does have pretty good articulation. It's just that one thing that I find an issue with.
Okay.
Anyways, carry.
Yeah, no, I don't have super strong opinions about him. I don't prefer this color scheme for that skin. I think I prefer the regular version with the calico pattern. But yeah, I think his accessories are super cool, and I think he looks like a lot of fun. So I don't know. I'm thinking solid B.
I would say B. Yeah, I think without all that extra value, he'd probably fall down to like C. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that extra value really pushes him up to like a B. I'd argue even an A or an Epic Friends, but I'll go with B. I think
you were saying he felt a little overpriced, so that's why I was thinking B.
Yeah, no, that's totally, again, that works. The figure's good, but there are some things, like the value is nice, even if the price is a little whack, you still do get a lot with it, which is nice.
Yeah.
And that bench press is big. Don't like it. It's per 6 inch. It's a very nice diorama thing. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who should we move on to next?
I guess I'm looking at the second figure there. I think that was the next one that released.
All right. So, good old Sky and Ollie. Well, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, you know, what we think about this figure.
Yeah, I think that goes right there. It belongs there.
No, but you got this figure a little bit before me. What do you think of her?
Well, it was a pulse order, I remember. I don't remember what else I ordered with her, but I remember getting that specifically. I missed the chance to get it in America, which sucks, because I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. This is my favorite figure of the entire line. So, if she's, like, there's a lot of reasons for it. I think she's perfectly balanced, like as Thanos once said. She has great articulation. She has pretty good accessories. I guess they're not the greatest. I mean, you get a gun, kind of. You get 2 swords, which is pretty good.
Plunger gun, 2 swords, and you get her glider.
Yeah. Her glider, which I didn't know was a glider at the time. I was really confused. I didn't know what to do with it.
Also, if you want to count it as an accessory, well, you get the back bling, the backpack, and then you also you can remove her camera, so that could count as an accessory.
That's true. I never thought about that. I don't think I've ever actually taken it off before.
I don't have it on her. I have it in Ollie.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, no, I like the skin. This is the kind of stuff I like for the Fortnite figures, is a fun, colorful design. I tend to gravitate towards the goofier or like more colorful looking figures anyways. And so she's definitely high up on the list. The swords are fun. The accessories are fun. Ollie, there's not much you can do with. I know you can put it on like the stand that came later, but like, I mean, I tried to do that for like a good half an hour. And if you don't have heat being applied to it, it's like impossible. I could not get it for the life of me. But as is in the box, there's no glider attachment, so you don't, like, out of the box, you can't do much with Ollie. You can split Ollie in half morbidly, stuff inside of it.
It'd be nice if his wings had like ball joints or something.
Yes, I agree. I think it's basically just a statue. Like, you can't really do much with Ollie.
Yeah, it's just gonna hold your accessories pretty much, and then you could pose her with it.
Which is nice. At least it gives you that. At least it's not completely useless. And like it is a glider. So, but that'll come into play a little bit later.
Yeah.
As is out of the box, I love this figure. It's got, I can't get over how much I love this figure.
I think Sky is like the best of the best when it comes to Hasbro female figures. And like literally every Hasbro female figure should be up to this standard. So yeah, I think I think we're unanimously agreeing she is a solid dub.
She's a dub. She is a dub for sure. We'll see. Maybe someone will surprise me, but I feel like she might be no spoilers, but I feel like she might be the only one up there. That's not sure, but she's pretty good. Anyways, moving on to, I guess, who was next technically? I think it'd be I think we forgot the very first figure of this line, actually.
The very first figure of the line?
The very first figure of the line before the line even started. However, the figure has just recently released.
Well,
isn't that interesting?
We'll get there. I think.
You don't want to do that yet? I feel like
that's unfair because by the time that we got him, we had so much more to compare him to.
That's true.
But I think we should go with your favorite woman.
Oh, okay.
Who you cropped out entirely.
That was not my fault.
Can't see her at all.
It's not. That was not my fault at all. That was literally. I was a full picture. I can promise you that.
No, it was just your taste for this figure.
Yeah, Tiermaker hates Jules as much as I hate Jules. Jules had so much potential to be probably one of the best figures in the line. Sure. Man, it's disappointing. She would have had more range than Sky.
Suppose.
I'm very disappointed with her. She comes with a lot of stuff, right? About the same price as like I guess probably be the same price as Meowscles or something. She's a deluxe figure. She comes with a lot of stuff, but I feel like that's almost in jest because I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed with her. The biggest issue is that she has a rubber torso piece. Sorry, not a torso piece. Rubber overlay.
Tank top, yeah, is rubber. Really flimsy, stretchy, weird rubber.
Yeah. We're not talking like action figure rubber. We're talking like straight up rubber.
Like rubber band rubber almost.
Yeah. It's really cheap.
And the printing rubs off pretty easy, so I've heard. I don't have the figure, but there was this hilarious Amazon review of this guy who was talking about rubbing her chest, and the paint came off, and it was just the worst thing to read ever. It was bad, but so that is a problem, I suppose.
Yes, it is. It just feels cheap to me, you know. Yeah, I feel like there was a better option to go with, and then they just didn't. So, or they I guess it was an experiment. They wanted to try something.
Definitely feels like an experiment.
Yeah. This is an Amazon exclusive, so it's not like it was like mainline or anything. It was just kind of like a side thing. You can probably get it for a good price on Amazon right now.
So how are you feeling about this? Where should this be?
I personally think for how much potential this thing had, I think it's gonna be Why Can't You Build?
Oh, really?
I think it's that bad. I don't touch her like ever. Sounds weird, but like I don't like playing with that figure because of the awkwardness, and I'm worried I'm going to rub off the printing when I touch the figure. Which is weird. But it's just because it's such a small figure. There's good things about her. Her accessories are okay, but also a little...
Compared to Sky and Lynx, she has single-jointed elbows for some reason.
Yes, she has single-jointed elbows, which really sucks. And also, Ohm's wings are too goddamn heavy, which is kind of obvious in hindsight, but like, what's even the point in even trying to give them articulation if they can't articulate?
Yeah.
So they just sag down. She can't hold the Ohm weapon at all because it's too heavy. And her back bling, also they didn't make the peg on her back bling long enough, so it just pops right out. It's a tiny connection.
Oh,
that
yeah.
has to go through the rubber shirt. And so the rubber rubs up against it and pops out all the time. So
gotcha.
It's kind of a it's not for me. Not at all.
Kind of sounds like this is definitely a solid. Why can't you build?
Because she can't build at all.
That's a shame.
Fortnite, do better. I guarantee if they did a reissue of the figure and like gave her like a different like overlay piece, I guarantee it'd be like 5 times better.
Okay.
Okay.
So
so that one was disappointing for me.
Yeah.
But,
next up we have the
shark.
2-pack, or we have the shark. Yeah.
Unless we want to save that for after the fact, we can do like a separate row that's just like the animal stuff.
Well, no, let's just hit it. We've been going in order, so why not?
All right.
So sure. Shark. There's a freaking shark. There's a shark in Fortnite. You shoot him really hard, and then he explodes into stuff.
Gives you epic things.
Sometimes,
true.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a gun you don't like.
Now, epic things you might think epic friends, but
no.
See, Mr.
This shark is actually
owns this shark, don't you?
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
actually, both of us don't own this thing. Yeah. But going off what I can tell, and I want it, but the problem is it is $45 over here. That's a tough bargain for me.
There's basically no articulation except for the mouth, like the jaw opens.
The mouth a little bit.
You can fit some figures in him, like he's eating them, but that and then the lackluster accessories seems a little, I don't know, unnecessary.
Yeah. It's cool that it exists. It's good for a diorama. It looks good. I'll say that. I'd plop it in a solid D. I think like it's better than Why Can't You Build, but
I would say it would make a very good companion piece with the boat, but we'll get to that.
Oh yes, but we'll get to that.
Okay. Yeah, D seems pretty solid for that. It's not awful.
Yeah.
It's just like an accessory pack with.
And also, it's too expensive. Maybe if they made it cheaper, it'd go for C. But yeah.
Yeah, it's basically if like you were buying Ollie on his own with accessories.
Exactly. And they charged double the price.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
All right. What next?
Right. So the twins, they kind of came out of nowhere.
Dio they did that.
And Sione.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Do you have them?
I don't.
You don't. Oh, I have them. I got them for like
you do.
$14 on eBay or something.
Yeah.
These figures, I remember. As far as I remember, they were not super popular. They just kind of came out of nowhere. And obviously, I got them for like $14. It's a 2-pack of two $20 figures for $14. So
yeah.
They're fine. You know, they're like odd astronaut characters with an odd color scheme of white, orange, and like tealy, like I don't know, sea, like ocean green or something. I don't know.
Yeah, which I can appreciate.
But they're not special really. I had this issue where their kneecaps would pop off, like they're a separate piece to the actual knee joint, and I had to glue them back on.
That's not good.
Yeah, Dio had a similar strap issue to Ripley, where I needed to cut the straps off so his legs could move properly. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really like them that much. Like they're fine, but yeah, I'm thinking like D or C for these guys.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think C is probably a good spot for them because they look like pretty competent figures overall.
Yeah, they're not bad. If you can get them for like a good price, $20 ish, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah,
but for full price, I would not recommend.
Yeah,
you were saying
they're 85. I was saying they're $85 over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty tough pill to swallow, and so I've been thinking about going on eBay and finding them, but in America it's quite pricey. So, at least for shipping, and it's like, well, I don't know. I want them as like background fodder characters, but is it worth forking $85 for them? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're getting a little.
I don't know. I think C's a pretty good spot. Am I?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Still.
From internet. Do I sound okay? No, not good.
Yeah, still.
Hi guys, it's me.
Yeah, it's still
Doctor. Okay, interesting. Does it sound like that on the stream? Huh. Doesn't sound that bad on the stream.
I don't know. Okay.
Maybe. Do I sound okay or no?
I mean, it's passable.
It's acceptable. All right. Well,
it's a solid C for cringe, I'd say.
Okay. Fair enough. I think that's where those two dimwits lie. Okay. What next?
I believe next up was good old T and Tina.
Oh yeah, T and Tina was fun. When she popped up, I was like, wow. Talk about T and Tina, because she's a good. Well, let's talk about her. You don't have her, right?
I do not. I missed out. I saw her in person. Box was really big.
It is.
I really wanted to get her, but I did not. Not yet.
It's a big boy of a package, which I like. I like seeing big packages, but it also means it's more expensive. And Tina was about $57 over here. So, not cheap. But, is it worth it? Well, first of all,
you get Miss Tina. You get a glider and a glider stand.
Yes. Both of which are huge, by the way.
Mm-hmm. And then she comes with back bling.
Let's not sell out for the fact that she has the gliders are big. Like they are taller than the figure itself. So like if you were to lay it down from wing to wing, the construction is interesting too. It's very interesting because it's actually a floating. It's actually the way that they connect is very interesting because it's actually a floating piece that they like hook on upside down, and so with just the way that it's just held up by like gravity. It's really interesting.
Interesting.
The stand is cool. It's very tall, which is nice. You can get some good poses out of that. And Tina herself is just exactly everything that Jules should have been. She is like, whew, she's a good figure. She's got great articulation, probably better than Sky, honestly. The reason I don't like her more than Sky is the design. I don't like the design nearly as much. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. But
she's basically a lady in a crop top and tactical pants. So
yeah, like people don't. I know the Fortnite people love her, and I know that.
I almost spit my tea out.
But like, I heard that you went. But she's great, like genuinely really fun. She's got great articulation. She's really fun to mess around with. She does have back bling. She does not have a weapon, and I think that's a big flaw. I feel like she should have come with a weapon. I don't think it would have been much of a hassle to throw a random gun in. I don't think that would have been a problem. Considering most of the figures here come with guns. Most of them, actually. Which is interesting. But, like, I really like her, though. I don't know if you have any thoughts about her.
I like her design quite a bit. I want to get her to make, like, a ghosty custom
Mm.
And I was thinking she would probably be a good base for like a Harley Quinn custom as well.
That's true.
So I if she ever goes down in price enough, I'll probably get like 3 of her, 2 for customs and 1 just have. But she has not as of yet gone down very much. But yeah, I think she's pretty cool. I would say she's up there. What are you thinking, like rank wise?
Personally, I'd probably throw her in Epic Friends, but I'm willing to compromise and put her in B.
No, that's what I was thinking too, honestly.
Yeah, she's great. She's very, very good. I'd argue she's the second best female figure behind Sky. Like, Sky I like a bit more for just design purposes, but if we're being real, I think Tina can actually articulate a little bit more. Like, there's just something about her. For some reason, I'm not as... Also, maybe the lack of weapons or something. That's probably a big one for me. Yeah. It would have been fun if she came with a gun or something. But I get it. She's also packed with a gigantic glider, so I do understand.
Yeah. Don't you have to assemble the glider as well?
You do, yeah. That's why I was telling you the thing about the upside down thing, because you have to like click it all on. It comes all pre-disassembled in the package, so there's a bit of a building process, and it is interesting because they don't like give you instructions or anything. They just kind of expect you to figure it out, which I always thought was really weird, but that's okay. Look, I'm not a baby; I can figure it out, but it is a bit weird. You know? Anyways. So I like her. I'd say Epic Friends is a very good place for her.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right. Yeah, okay.
All right, so...
Now, are we holding off on the 2 big boys for now?
Do you want to get into the first of the big boys?
We could get into the first of the big boys, because the big boys are... But we could also do Man Cake first, but I'm not sure, because technically
they hit the public until like this month.
Recently, yeah, it's very recent. So I guess we can do the first big boy.
All right.
We truly want.
Bringing out the Scientist of the
from the 7
collection.
Yeah.
The famed 7 of
he
the
was
boys.
Announced.
He's friends with Homelander.
Wasn't he yeah, he's friends with Homelander. He's friends with the Deep. He's friends with the Deep.
He's intimate friends with the Deep.
Yeah. Flash Gordon and
yeah. Flash Thompson. All the Flashes.
Flash, be quick.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so. You know what's interesting? Did this figure get revealed after the first big boy and then released before?
Well, Foundation was revealed like a year and a half ago at this point, and whereas Scientist was revealed in like tail end of October, as far as I recall, and then he released like 4 months later or something like that.
There was a big delay on one of them.
On Foundation, yes.
Yes. So we got the Scientist first. Now, this, like Lynx, is going to be a hot topic figure. So I want to hear your thoughts first.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to formulate my thoughts, because some things have changed recently, and I'll get into that at the tail end. Yeah.
Okay.
Some drama hath occurred within the past few days, in fact.
We've been fighting, actually, a lot recently.
No, not
but that's
me and this figure have been at odds.
I know.
No, so...
Yeah.
The Scientist is cool. He is miles better than the Jazzware Scientist. The Jazzware Scientist I would put in either dumpster or why can't you build. This figure, upon initial handling, I would put him probably in Epic Friends. He's cool. He's stiff. He's a big bulky design, so he can't get into super dynamic poses really. He is the first Hasbro figure I've ever owned with a light up feature, which is super cool, and I love all his different faceplates that you can swap. However, on the subject of those faceplates, His default faceplate with the printed design so that you don't have to use the light up feature. Just recently, I noticed there was a little black scuff in one of the lines.
Oh yeah.
And so I thought I could just rub it off because it's just some plastic or something. No, the line began to scrape away, and now I have a plain black visor.
Oh, it just all came off?
Yeah. Well, we got to the point like I scraped at it once and the paint came off, and then I was like, well, shit.
Yeah.
So then it all just came off real easy.
That's disappointing.
So, yeah, that's a big drawback. Obviously, his faceplates and his visors fall off easy. I did work on a fix for that, where you just add a little bit of super glue to all the divots so it holds in better. But he is certainly not without his problems. So what do you think?
Well, yeah, I have a lot of the same issues, honestly. I got him relatively cheaper on a UK site, and I'm glad I did, because he's $85 over here.
Damn.
You think that's worth him? No.
No.
It's not worth it. Yeah, I get he's light up, he's got a cool head, yeah. He's not worth $85. In any world is this guy worth $85. His design is really good. His design is very good. There's this nice, like, transparent, like, cool gunmetal paint that they put on. It's so cool. I love that effect. He's a big, bulky dude. The light-up design is very well integrated with the big wires and stuff. I think it's really fun. And it's, again, his design is really cool. There are a couple issues I have with him. His articulation is not great. I don't like it at all. I think I wouldn't even be as big of like a problem with it if his ankles could get anything. For me, it's like nothing. I don't know if that's just my figure, but I feel like his ankles are really bad. My figure cannot stand straight for the life of him. I need to like awkwardly like lean him on stuff. Because they don't want to move at all.
What I have
that's
found
a big
is that McFarlane stands work pretty well in his feet.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so I would use one of those.
Good thing I have a few extras lying around. Yeah, I don't like that at all, really. He is bulky. I like the gun he comes with. That's fun. I like that choice for him. The faceplate issue is incredibly annoying. I haven't fixed it like Kasai yet. So for me, it's just an issue. A very annoying issue, like Jesus. You have no idea how many times while filming that video I did, how many times his face would just randomly fall off in shots. It was very frustrating.
Yeah.
That is not an issue that should be happening out of the box. That is very, very frustrating. They're very small pieces, by the way. His back bling's pretty good. I do wish like I said, I do wish the peg was a little longer. This is an issue for a lot of Fortnite figures. I feel like their pegs aren't long enough. For this guy, I kind of get it. He's got internals, and it would be very hard to make that work. But I feel like it wouldn't have been that much of a hassle to make it just a little bit longer, because it does, my figure has a tendency to pop off.
Yeah, I modified mine where I dremeled out the inside of his back plate. And then dremeled out a hole in the back bling and embedded magnets into his back instead.
Yeah. That would probably do it. But and my last issue is more of a design thing. This is not the figure's fault at all, really. It's the arm blade. I don't like it. I think I should. Maybe for me personally, it would be way better if you could just take it off. If it was like a plug-in thing,
or
I would be down.
If he could hit more dynamic poses, I think it would work better, because you could have him like, punching someone with it or slashing with it,
it's
or
also
whatever.
Just such a big thing that it's kind of like cumbersome. To me, it doesn't really fit with the design. I don't know. It just feels very like tacked on for me.
So what do you?
Get why it's.
Sorry, go ahead.
I am thinking. Me personally, I'd probably put him in D.
D.
Yeah, but I would compromise for a higher one, but for me, he's
initially I think I would have put him in B initially.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the visor issue, I think I could settle
I'd
for
settle
a C.
for a C.
Yeah.
I would also do a C because that's very like, he's not horrible, but for me personally as a buyer, I have a lot of issues with him.
Completely satisfied with your purchase.
No, not at all. I was very let down with him, especially with how much you're paying, and it just, I don't know. To me, I keep saying to me, but you guys saying this is opinions, people. We can have different opinions.
No. This is the objective Victory Royale tier list. All right.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
This is the de facto tier list across the globe.
Factually, he's like a C.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
C.
Jesus Christ.
C for science.
Somebody please clip that burp. That was the best burp I've ever let out. Thank you, Zach. Oh, Zach came in the chat at the right time. Zach, please clip that. Send that to every... Oh, my Lord. Okay, I hope it got picked up well. Anyways.
All right. So,
moving on.
Next up, who do you think we should go with next? Let's throw in a curveball. Let's do some of these role play items.
Okay, these are good.
So let's
these are very good.
Bring these up here.
Okay, we've got you. That's what your face looks like.
We've got Chad the Brad Demon Man, and we've got his epic hell sword.
It's not his sword, but okay.
It is his sword. Look at him. He looks like he's about to receive his blade from the gods.
Right. He's giving it. You're okay. I can see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are recent things.
Pretty recent, yeah. Actually, I've seen the mask in stores.
Yeah, me
have also.
Me have too. It's not a thing I'm interested in. I'm not going to get it because that's. How am I gonna
play as Demon Man?
No, I'm not. I don't even know what the actual skin looks like. I'm good.
Yeah, it might spice things up in the bedroom. Is all I'm saying.
Shut up. But
hold on, babe. Let me get my Fortnite Demon mask.
Hey, babe. Let me
whip out my
Fortnite
fade
mask.
Demon mask.
It doesn't do anything as far as I'm aware. It's literally just a piece of plastic. It's not like the Marvel ones or anything like that where they light up. This is very cheap, which is probably for the best. I'm kind of glad about that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, dude, I don't know.
So here's a good question for this.
Yeah.
If you were to be given this as a gift.
For
either, for your birthday or for Christmas.
My birthday, right?
Would you throw it in the dumpster? Without telling me?
I would not. No, I would not dumpster it. I would probably keep it and wear it for a video.
Would you cringe upon opening it?
I think I would dub it, dude. I think I would go straight for the dub. I think I'd take a gun.
Then,
let's put it right there. Yeah! That's where it belongs. What about the sword?
I will say the Fortnite G.I. Joe Snake Eyes sword looks better than any of the swords they made for the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie. Just going to put that one out there. It looks more accurate to the thing it's supposed to be, I would say.
So you know what that means, right?
That's a solid dub for that one.
That's a dub for that one. All right, moving on.
These are the must-have items, all right? We're going to have to purchase these after this.
If you want the line, if you want to get into this line, these are your options.
These are,
okay?
It's either Sky or these roleplay accessories.
Sky does Minecraft, epic bedroom mask.
And you can get the Victory Royale in real life.
Yeah. When and then you have a blade that you can bring to school and intimidate people with. It's pretty good. I don't know.
That classic I have the power of God and anime on my side. No, you just bring that to school and you have the power of God and Fortnite on your side.
People all the kids at school will never look at you if you have that sword, but the power
They will
from the
be
blade
so
is
afraid
immediate.
they will avoid to make eye contact.
They will
or
avoid
speak
eye
to
contact with you. They'll like look down on you, but like they're only doing it out of fear. Like that's
out of
yeah,
sheer terror.
out of yeah, exactly. So yeah, moving on.
No, but for reals, where should these go?
I don't know. That was where they were going.
All right. Well, so I mean, I think that's appropriate.
No.
No.
All
right. I think that's appropriate. How does
that
feel?
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's good for like 1-year-olds, but I don't know.
Well, it can't go in. Why can't you build good figures? Because it's not figures.
It's not a figure. Why are they here then?
Because
you're throwing it a curveball.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta mix things up a little bit.
It's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, I'm fine with that ranking. Let's leave it like that.
Okay. All right. So
I mean, you really are gonna have to bring the anime sword to school sometime.
at some point, yeah. If you are in school, buy it, bring it to school, threaten your teachers or something. Don't do that.
Yeah, please do that.
All right, so let's move on to wave 2.
All right, wave two.
Who do you think we should start with? I
think we should start with.
I don't like that you didn't get images of these two with their accessories.
Yeah, that was early on in the process. I wasn't going for consistency.
Let's start with this guy since he seems to be the least visually interesting. And
that's Metal Mouth.
The only one
I remember that.
Yes.
Metal Mouth looks good. I'll say that.
He does. He looks like a cool, just generic, like army builder, military man.
He's in the Mario video. So.
He is. Yes, he makes a cameo and then gets his head ripped the hell off.
Yeah, it's cool.
Let's see. So yeah,
does he come with a heavy sniper?
He does, and he comes with 2 harvesting tools and a back bling, and a pistol on his hip.
Nice.
So he's pretty cool. He's pretty well articulated, except for his head. So all this you see, all this like torso stuff, is an overlay that goes on the body, goes over the shoulders, and to the back. And it's a pretty big piece around the neck. So his neck joint is basically a long dumbbell that with a ball joint that goes into the torso and then into the head, and has like this shell of the overlay around it. He cannot move his head pretty much at all.
Oh,
basically no head movement.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I would say aesthetically and with the accessories, he would be a solid B. The head probably brings it down a little bit, but I don't know if it's quite C for cringe. What are you thinking?
I don't have him. I kind of want him, but he's not visual. Like I said, he's not really my thing visually. I don't really like. This isn't the type of figures I collect from this line. He looks good though, and I do actually like the camo, or I think that's fun. I don't know if it's camo. It's like
it's camo
pattern. Yeah, it's a camo. Yeah, it's nice, and I do like it, and I think his face actually looks pretty cool. He does come with a lot of stuff, which is fun. I have that heavy sniper. I got it from an accessory pack, which will not be on here. And it's a good mold. I really like it. So I'd probably put him in a B, like based on what I can see. He just seems like an all around pretty decent, like standard fig.
Yeah, that's fair. He's got more accessories than the norm, which is cool, especially for a standard release figure. So yeah, I think that's a solid decision.
I like him.
Moving on to probably the next least interesting figure of the wave. Funk effin' Ops. This man, this disco ball swanging dude.
Now I should love him, like conceptually.
He's pretty groovy.
I probably will get him at some point, and like this skin makes a lot of sense to be in Fortnite. I feel like I've seen this skin a lot before I started playing the game anyways. I feel like it's a popular, or used to be like kind of a popular one.
You've definitely seen elements of it because it does reuse a lot of the base like default skin designs. Like from the waist down, it's basically a default skin.
Oh yeah, colors. Okay, I see. But it fits the like vibe of Fortnite. So like it's perfectly acceptable to be on here. Um, there's an interesting I do like his pickaxe. I think that's fun.
Yeah, it's creative.
He's got a really creepy feature where like you can see his eyes under his glasses.
Well, it's better to have them painted than not painted.
That's true. If they weren't painted, it'd be really scary.
Yeah, exactly.
But I didn't know that they were a separate piece. I thought they were just like one, like molded to the head or something.
Hasbro does them as a separate piece.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So what are you thinking? What are you thinking for this guy?
Well, yeah, I don't actually know what his full accessory range is because that's my fault. I don't know what he has all of.
I know he has a boombox for his back bling, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice. Is it like an actual boombox or is it like a weird looking like?
It's like a Fortnite cartoony-ish boombox.
Right.
It's not like cartoony to the point you can't use it.
Right.
It does have obviously a big peg in the back, but.
Right.
Let's see. I'm pulling him up on Preternia to see what his accessories are.
Yeah. Good call. I would say visually wise, I do like his colors. They're simple, but they're effective. A lot of fun ideas with the sculpt that I like.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something holding me back from getting this figure. I don't exactly know what it is. I'm not like jumping to get him.
Yeah.
But he's fun looking. I'd consider getting him. I think he's a little less than B for me. I feel like C is a good spot for him. He is kind of inherently cringy.
Let me see. Yeah, there is definitely some cringe factor. Going on. Hasbro Funk Ops. Yeah, he comes with. Oh, he's got like piss for accessories. He's got his boombox, freaking the disco grenade or whatever the heck it's called, and then his pickaxe. And that's it.
Oh, he doesn't have any guns?
Nope, not a single gun.
Okay, yeah, that might actually bring him a little bit lower.
Yeah, you think
Fortnite figures should all come with guns.
Look, I mean, if this guy lands on the island and he doesn't have a gun, he's gonna get murked. So
he's got a boogie bomb.
Yeah,
he'll distract you for a few seconds, and he'll get shot in the head.
Yeah,
so
and then he'll try to pickaxe you, and then you just break out of it and shoot him. So
he's going to D.
He's going in the dumpster.
I mean, could have been better.
Coulda, shoulda,
sucked instead.
Woulda. Yep. Yeah, no, those accessories are unforgivable, I'd say.
They really are. You do Rags.
Yeah. Ragsy.
Do you have Ragsy?
I do not. I do want to get Ragsy, though.
I also do.
The only disappointment for me is they added just recently an unmasked version of that skin. Like, they added an unmasked option for it. So it's lame that they made the figure before that happened, because that would have been cool to have a swappable head.
Yeah.
But
that was completely accidental, though.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully they'll re-release her with that, and then I can get that version. But I really like her pickaxe accessory things with like the beef boss head and tomato head. That's fun. Because whenever I look at beef boss now, all I think is Robo.
Of course.
And then her design's pretty fun. It's more interesting, I would say, than like regular Cuddle Team Leader.
Yes, I would agree.
And then the shotgun is cool. It's obviously the same one from Scientist, but she can actually hold it with both hands, whereas he cannot. So what do you think?
That's true. I like the gun. I mean, I don't really like that they're reusing it, but there's already you're gonna have the same gun in the game, so it's like it's not too big of a deal. And is it a recolor or is it literally the exact same gun?
Exact same.
Okay, I would have liked a slight recolor. That would have been nice. But it is options. I mean, it's more. I guess it's army weapon building, munition building. I don't know what you call it. It's like weapons building. It's like you get the same guns. You can have characters with the same gun.
Building.
Yeah, something like that.
Adding to your arsenal. I don't know.
She looks pretty great though.
Yeah,
I would say there's a lot of character. And
I think if she had the alternate head, I would throw it like in Epic Friends for sure. But I think she's worthy of that. Otherwise, What do you think?
Mm,
I'm leaning towards one of these two.
yeah, I think I'm leaning towards. I think I'm leaning towards. Yeah, we'll give it to. That's hard. I think I'm gonna settle for B.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, she's like metal. I always say metal team leader. Metal Mouth. They're kind of similar actually. When you look at their loadouts, they both have kind of similar deals going on. They both got a big gun. They both have two. I mean, does she come with an extra gun or no?
No, I don't believe so. No, she's just got a bunch of pouches.
I was wondering if there was something. Okay, I was wondering if there was something on her holster or something like that. I wasn't sure.
I will say,
it's hard to
these
see.
two, despite the fact that one is wearing a torn-up pink teddy bear costume, they definitely look like they would be in the same world.
Yeah, totally.
They don't feel weird being next to each other.
No,
aesthetically.
Yeah, I agree. And like she looks like a pretty good figure, but I don't think she's like amazing or like even like I don't think she's like an epic friend. I think she's. I think maybe there's a couple things they could have done to make her an epic friend, but right now she's like building.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, it's fair. Okay,
all right, last one for.
Last one for the wave, we have Bushy Ranger. What do you have this guy?
Bushy Ranger.
I think he was your first figure of wave.
I do.
He's your only figure of wave 2, isn't he?
He is my only figure of wave 2.
Okay, what do you think of him?
I love Bush Ranger. Aesthetically, I gotta say I love his design a lot. I saw this figure was being made at I feel like it was PulseCon or something, and I was like, yep. I was like, that's all I want, that's all I need. And I saw the skin in Fortnite and I bought it and I was like, yep. So I'm an active fan of this character, of this design.
I like supporter of the Bush.
Yeah,
the Bush administration.
There's
administration, you might say.
Yes, there is some weirdness with this figure. Fortnite has an issue where they have to deal with a lot of very skinny characters, because they're very cartoony, and a lot of the times the joints can get pretty gummy, like very like even though they're like solid and like dual molded most of the time, or not dual molded. What am I talking about? Pinless.
Yes.
He does have very skinny limbs, and he tends to be a little bit weird and rickety sometimes, but and there is some wonkiness with the design, but that just goes with the design, like the way his torso is designed is very, very interesting. It's built on layers and ball joints, but it also means he can get some pretty good range of motion. He's got this fun beehive back bling, which is very nice. It's got a little honey dripping out of it, and that looks really cool. His shotgun is pretty great, I have to say. Just a nice, like, traditional, like, hunter's rifle, which should be good for, like, honestly, it'd be good for, like, any figure. You just give that to any figure. It looks like a hunting gun.
Throw that on, like, Craven the Hunter or something, yeah.
Exactly. He comes with 2, like, big knives covered in honey, and that's pretty fun, too.
Yeah, big old machetes.
He does have a hard time standing because his feet are a little small, but honestly, in terms of sculpt, in terms of design, in terms of everything that they were able to pull off with him, I'm gonna be biased, and I'm gonna say I think he's an epic friend.
Okay.
Because
here's my question for you. All right.
Yeah.
And this is the deciding factor on if I agree with you or not. Can he sit down?
Let me go pull him up. He's like right here on the shelf. I'll just go.
Can he get a 90-degree bend in his hips?
I don't assume so because he's. I don't assume so because he's wearing like a dress.
Yeah. That's the deciding factor.
Yeah, but that's the design.
Nope. Deciding factor.
Well, no.
Because if he can't use his hips, then what use is the rest of the leg articulation?
That's fair.
So I'm going to say he's a B.
All right.
B for buzz off.
Yeah. You know what? I got a little too overhyped.
Mm-hmm.
It was a while since I played with him, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. No, I think if you added some slits in the side of his like little tree skirt, probably be pretty solid. How rubbery is his tree skirt?
That's pretty thick. Yeah, you definitely need to cut it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think if you add that, but that's work you have to do after the fact. So I'd say B is probably where he's at for me.
Yeah, I think I'm all right with that because the more I play with him now, I realize a little bit more of his wonkiness.
Mm-hmm.
He is pretty wonky, but that's also like I said, the design is so unique.
He also has the weird wrists, doesn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
No, okay, never mind. It looks like he has the normal wrists.
He's got very strange wrists. They pop out.
They're very sculpted, but they're normal design. So okay, yeah, I'd say B.
Yeah, I think B's an okay place for him.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little too ambitious.
Excited,
I was like, you know what? Yeah, I was like, he's good, and then I was like, well, he's all right.
Uh-huh. All right. So that rounds out wave 2.
Wave 2 is a pretty solid wave overall.
So for wave 2, they're pretty much all in B except for Funk Ops, who's down in D. Whereas wave 1 was pretty solid middle tier.
Wave 1 was pretty consistent. Yeah.
Well, it was all, one was better than the last, pretty much.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
wave 2 is pretty consistent though.
Yeah. It's pretty consistent. It's definitely an overall improvement. So let's do.
All right, we have a couple options here.
Let's do these guys. The recolors that came out recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is White Mousel's out yet?
Yes, I think I've seen some package shots of him.
Okay.
I believe so.
Interesting. Okay.
Paternity.
Yeah, we can talk about that. He definitely has. He usually is the first one to get his hands on stuff like this.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm down.
But yeah, I mean, they're just recolors anyway, so.
But there's also positives to highlight about all of them.
Well,
Chaos Agent.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Well, Chaos Double Agent.
Yes, Chaos Double Agent. This popped up out of nowhere, and I'm not mad about reuse because in this game it makes perfect sense.
Alternate color
schemes. Just makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Accessory though, oh my god, he got them good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he got the same kind of stuff, but he also got an alternate head that wasn't included with the original,
which is a part of the skin, so it should have been included in the original.
It should have been there from the beginning, which is disappointing.
And then he gets this cool, like, mobster Tommy gun rather than like, the basic sort of automatic that he had.
Yeah.
And then his scythe has paint, and he's just got a whole lot more like paint and detail overall.
So I know it's the same figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would probably give him a bit of a boost.
Bit of an upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's I think he deserves it.
All right. And then we have the white Meowscles.
Okay, what'd you think about this one? Because we don't have, obviously we don't have a lot of these figures from this point forward. We don't actually have a good majority of them, at least.
Mm-hmm. So this is kind of the yang to this one's yin. I think I have that right.
Yes. Yin yang. I think you're right. Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, doesn't really matter.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
He comes with a little teeny tiny Meowscles like hula girl accessory, which is adorable.
Oh, he does.
I love that.
It's real.
And then he comes with two pretty cool, like, I don't know, I like the colors on those pistols.
Those
and the same backpack.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna actually I just realized something. Same pistols too.
Oh really? Same pistols? Oh yeah, because they go in his holster.
I'm pretty sure.
So he doesn't have like an extra weapon, because sometimes they have like a weapon in their holster and then a weapon the hold if they have a holstered weapon. So that is, I mean,
yes,
it's not like he came with the primary weapon either.
He did.
He has the knives, but
regular Meowscles came with a AK.
Did he? It's not shown in the accessory thing.
It is not shown in the picture, but I remember he definitely. Wait, actually, am I wrong? Let me check really quick.
Okay.
Before I bite my words. But I'm pretty sure because I don't remember where it would have come from. I have a brown AK AK. Let's see. You are a fool. Where is it? Am I dreaming that? Did it not? No. Wait. Well, hold on a second. I need to. Oh, yes, it does come. Yep, I was right. Okay. Yeah, he comes with Yeah, he does come with that. It's not pictured on the actual box art, which is very strange, but he does come with one. It's like an AK. I don't really know what it is, but yeah.
It's in the back of it.
Yeah. So that puts him up a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
That's this Meowscles, I'm gonna be honest, I like the color scheme, but the accessories are pretty disappointing this time around.
Yeah, he doesn't have his harvesting tools for the knives.
Nope.
He just has the pistols, a little hula accessory, and the same back bling. So
the hula is nice, but like you're getting the same stuff, so I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like.
And then the only real difference otherwise is he has a remolded head, like a new head for the eyes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a downgrade. Not considering like the workout equipment or the extra hands. Just seems like a bit of a downgrade.
I think it's a little cringe, if I'm being honest.
Oh, see for cringe, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think this is a reverse Chaos Agent situation. Is what this
the re-release, and it's a little less impressive this time.
Will be. We're ranking them based on like the accessories and what they come with too, and like that, it's a good repaint. I like it, but it could have been better.
He should have come with more. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, totally. I think the fact that he doesn't come with like a main weapon is very bizarre to me.
Or even like his knives. Like I think if he had his knives, he would be on a level playing field with the other one.
Yeah, I agree. He's a good figure, but he's been done dirt.
All right. So, who should we move on to next?
Well, there's the other Sky. If you want to talk about her?
Yeah, if we want to continue with the recolors real quick, the standalone.
I know she's not out.
She is not. I think there's some in-hand shots of her.
Yeah, I think Preternia has one, because of course he does. I think. Check his Instagram.
I'm looking. Yeah, let's see. No, it looks like he just posted the promo shots. What do you think of this recolor, though?
Well, you know me. I like Sky, right? I truly do like Sky. So to see her in green, which is one of my favorite colors, you can argue it's kind of ugly.
She's got some camo going on.
She does have some camo. There's actually some variety with the paint, which is nice. I like the jacket being brown. I think that's fun. There's a lot of yellows and I really like a lot of the color changes. I think they're fun. And her eyes being green is also really fun.
Yeah, I think overall it kind of brings the design more into like a military-esque sort of feel. And
also her swords being like candy green. Oh my god.
Green apple green.
Like Jolly Rancher.
She only comes with one sword, though. To be fair,
that's frustrating.
Though I'm not sure why she came with two to begin with. And then she does have a bazooka, which is brand new to the line for her.
Bazooka is pretty good. I don't know. It doesn't launch anything.
No, but it does have a folding feature where it closes and opens.
It's a pretty cool looking thing just to see her lug it over her shoulder is pretty fun. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm probably going to give this figure the dump.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, she's not hindered or hurt really in any way. You know,
if anything, she's going to be better because she's cheaper.
She is cheaper.
Yeah.
She comes with a fun, very fun accessory to blow people away with. She looks like the regular Sky looks like she's going on an adventure, having a fun time. This one looks like she's about to kick some ass.
She's
and
ready
kill
for
people.
war.
Yeah, she's ready for war.
Which is fun. I like so I'm really excited to get my hands on it. I know it's the exact same figure. I know, but like I can't help it. The design is so fun.
But just because it's a recolor of the same figure doesn't make it any less dub worthy. So
exactly. And unlike Chaos Agent and Meowscles, this one I feel like is on an even playing field because they took some things away, but they added stuff that I just enjoyed more. So yeah,
that's fair. And she still has like the camera, so they didn't take that away or anything like that. So yeah.
And the colors are nice.
Yeah. So. All right. So moving on.
Man Cake?
Let's see. Do we want to get to Man Cake or do we want to get to the other big man?
I guess we do Big Man.
All right. So, Mr.
Let's
Johnson
talk about Big Man
himself.
The man who's on the thumbnail.
The man of the hour. The star of the show. The main character.
Of Fortnite. Until we get Jonesy.
Yeah, that's weird that we don't have a single Jonesy yet, huh?
We don't have a Jonesy. Not even rumored yet.
Huh. Weird. But
that is weird.
Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson himself.
Yeah.
The foundation of Fortnite. Of the 7, friends with Homelander.
Yes.
So
Flash Thompson. Anyways, you should give your story about this because I know you've been waiting for this figure for a very long time. You have a bit of a journey with this figure.
Oh yes. So this figure was announced I want to say like around like April, May, June of last year. And
was it last year or the year before?
It was last year. Because the line started tail end of 2020.
Right. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I was pretty excited for him then because he looked like a really cool figure, just like a really cool design. I didn't really know anything about him. And then over time we learned that he was The Rock, which was cool. And just as it got closer and closer to release, I kept getting more and more excited for this figure. And they added the fists, I think, was a later addition, which I'm very glad he has. He probably is a little overpriced. He doesn't have the correct glider. I think he has a glider that you got in the game when the character was introduced, but not when the skin came around.
Yeah.
So that's whatever. And then he does not have an unmasked Dwayne Johnson head, and he does not come with a gun. So those are some drawbacks. But I think overall he's a pretty fan-freaking-tastic figure with some pretty solid articulation. His torso is a bit limited, which is a shame. But overall, I'm pretty dang satisfied with him. He's got a ton of paint. So I think he was worth the price, though I did not buy him. Because I was in a financial situation where I could not afford to buy him at the time. And then my oh-so-gracious friend here bought him for me and sent him to me.
A Fort friend. That's what we do.
My epic friend.
Yeah. Epic friends.
So yeah, I love him. I don't think he's perfect, so I don't think he's a dub. But I would say he's probably an epic friend for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I was pretty let down by his accessories. I remember feeling very like, oh, this is it, you know. The stand is nice. It seems like a strange inclusion. It feels like I feel like you could have gotten rid of the stand and you could have gotten a lot more for your buck. Because I get it, he comes with a glider, but like, I don't know. That was something that bummed me out a lot. It also is huge, by the way. Like, it's massive.
Oh yeah, it's
like
a dope
you wouldn't
stand,
know
though.
from. It's a dope. I mean, it's just a Hasbro stand, but like, yeah,
Not
it's got
quite.
the Fortnite logo. It's the same thing.
No, it's different. I think.
Is it?
I think it's.
I don't think it is.
Different.
I mean, I know it's got a different logo on it, but I think that's it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they're pretty similar. Well, they're very similar at least.
They are compatible at the least.
Yeah. But no, it's a good stand. Don't get me wrong, and I like it. I just feel like it should have. Ideal world situation.
Mm-hmm.
You just scrap all that. Give us a Dwayne head, but I get it. That's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
A gun for sure.
Yeah,
definitely,
especially since he has his own like guns that he uses in cutscenes in the game.
Yeah,
he should have had one, if not both of those.
Yes, and I think little add-ons for his wrists would have been really cool, like the his harvesting tools or whatever.
His energy blades.
Yeah, that would have been dope as hell.
I would like to see maybe like a glider pack with his actual glider that has some accessories or something.
That would be nice. I wish glider packs also acted as accessory packs for the characters. That would be really fun. But they haven't really done that yet.
I could see them doing that for like a 7 collection edition glider pack or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be neat. I'd be down. I'd be totally down for that.
But yeah, what do you think about his ranking?
But the figure overall is good. I'll admit he's a good figure. He's very lanky. Like he's got really lanky legs, but is really bulked up and thick at the top, which is just that's how he looks in the game. So that's not a weird thing.
It's kind of an exaggeration of Dwayne's proportions.
Totally. And it fits. And I like him miles better than the scientist. So I will say, I don't know about the price, but that's just the thing with these guys. I don't know if he's $85 over here because he hasn't showed up in stores over here yet, but I'm going to assume that he's probably the exact same. And if he is, he's even less worth it than the scientist because at least the scientist has like electronic features to like justify that barely.
Yeah, but I would say he lacks that, he makes up for in actual posability.
No, I know. I'm just saying like price wise. Like I'm just saying like on the shelf you see that price and you're like, ugh. But as is, I'd say he's an epic friend. I think he's a pretty great figure. The inclusion of fists and open hands is very much appreciated. Okay. So yeah, I'm totally fine with that ranking.
Let's knock this one out of the way because he's really not a Fortnite figure.
Yeah, we should just get this guy out of the way. He came out pretty recently.
Yeah,
so.
like within the last month. The classified collab Snake Eyes figure. This guy is pretty cool, I think. You know, the G.I. Joe classified figure, which it is just a recolor of, is a really great figure. And then he comes with a ton of accessories, which is super cool. But he's not really a Victory Royale series figure. He's from a different line entirely.
He's an imposter.
It is cool, and it gives me hope that maybe someday we'll get like Marvel versions of these or of this
Concept.
Yeah, it's a cool concept, and then he comes with a bunch of accessories. So if you get him, you get a really cool looking. I think he's got better paint and detail than the regular classified Snake Eyes does.
This one.
So if you got him and you collect both classified and Fortnite, you could throw him in your classified and then give the accessories to your Fortnite figures or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of fun accessories in that department. But yeah, what do you think?
Well, I don't think he was worth whatever made him that wait take that long.
About as long as Dwayne,
if not longer. Which is ridiculous. I really don't know what happened with that. I didn't get him, obviously we don't have him. But the accessories are nice. I think that's really fun. He works as a good weapons pack for sure. But again, you're paying premium dollar or you're like top dollar for this guy. And I'm not a big G.I. Joe guy myself, but like Snake Eyes is cool. You get the sword. Oh, you get the sword that he has. I see. Okay.
Yeah. You get this sword.
I think the fact that it is just a reused figure, right? I don't like that. I think that's pretty lame, especially since Fortnite has its own design philosophy.
Well, except the skin in game is literally 1-for-1 with the figure design.
Oh,
other than joints, like it is the exact same design.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I think I would have just liked it better if, it actually was designed by the Fortnite guys. I feel like they would probably it's interesting. I would have liked to see their take on it, So I think there's a laziness factor behind it for how long you had to wait for it.
Well, I think the fact that it is reused, though, adds to why he has so many accessories and why he's got so much paint. I think if it was an all-new figure, he would not have as much paint or as many accessories.
You're definitely right. I don't know. I feel like...
Plus, the Classified series is still some of Hasbro's best work alongside the Fortnite line. So
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I would have liked to see their unique take on this figure, Yeah. It would have been fun. I'm leaning towards a C, but he's probably a B. I'm okay with B.
I'm gonna say Epic Friends, man.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's ever.
I have had that Snake Eyes figure.
Mm-hmm.
And it is pretty top of the line.
But he's not a Fortnite figure.
He is not. However, he has more accessories than any one Fortnite accessory pack has had yet.
True. That's true.
And I would say he's probably a pretty definitive version of Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm leaning towards Epic Friends here.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking? We're gonna have to fight on this? Flip a coin or something?
We are fighting. Because to me, he's like, I'd take a B.
All right. Well, then I guess we need to settle this the old-fashioned way.
We flipping a coin?
I'm gonna roll a die.
Oh, you're gonna roll a cool D&D dice because you're a D&D man.
All right. So, higher or lower?
Wait. What's the ratio?
We're doing out of 20. So you want 10 below or 11 above?
I'll do 10 below.
Okay. Rolling. All right. Got a 9. Stays in B.
Okay. I was gonna say you could have easily cheated and no one would have known.
Nope. I'll be honest.
There's no camera on or anything. You could have been like, oh, 20. I appreciate you not cheating.
Nope.
That was the easiest way you could have got. Okay. I don't know. I feel like for the Fortnite line itself.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I know. Yeah. I'm trying to rank this based on if this was just an overall action figure thing, he'd probably be much higher. But this is for the Fortnite line, so we got to take that. Okay. All right. That was actually the most hotly debated figure of the night. I feel like
that's fair. Yeah, we had
we had more debate.
Completely divergent opinions on that one. Yeah. So who do we want to move on to?
Man Cake.
All right.
Because I have.
Yes, you do. You did get him recently. So tell me all about this caked up figure.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I'm just gonna say Epic Friends right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty great. He would be a dub, honestly.
Oh,
you put him too high. Yeah, I was gonna say. He would probably genuinely be a dub if he could move just a little bit more. He does have a lot of plastic overlays over his chest and stuff, which does limit articulation, but that's just the design again. He's a great cowboy man. He's really fun, and he's a pancake cowboy. I mean, what's not to love about that? He's got pistols. He's got a harvesting tool. He's got a gun. He's got a jar of syrup.
He's got a goddamn cannon.
He's got he comes with he's got a 6-inch scale classic ass cannon that can roll around.
Yeah.
My one baby critique about that, my tiny little fetus brain critique is that it doesn't launch anything. That's a very nothing, but it would have been really nice.
You wanted that Lego cannon feature.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Where you pull back the thing and it shoots, like a spring and it shoots. That would have been fun. Like, I know that's dumb, but it's also like these are Fortnite toys. You know, like it's not like completely against the rules to have one tiny play feature on there. They don't really like to do that very often, actually, which is funny. Now that I think about it, but I think it would have been fun. But as is, it's a nice, very nice diorama piece. It's big. It's large. He's a great looking figure. He's fun. His revolvers are really fun. He's just, overall, he's a good time. I love his color scheme. He's one of the best, I'd say. He's not quite the dub because, again, a little bit of a lack of articulation. But goddamn, he's good.
So I would say, I love this skin in game. I have it. I would say if the... So... I like the look of him, but his look is based off of his default version, whereas in-game, when you get the hat and the mustache, he has like an all-black outfit pretty much, with like brown bandoliers and stuff. So if they make that version of him, easy the dub for me, just because I like that look so much better. Like, he looks like this rogue, you know, good, bad, and the ugly pancake man.
Yeah.
But as is... He's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I don't have too strong of opinions otherwise.
That's good. He will be my friend.
All right. So, next up.
Well, I mean, do we want to... I mean, from this point on, do we want to just go in order?
Yeah, sure. We can just...
I mean, not the second thing, but...
Yeah. That's last. But we can do... Let's do wave 3.
Oh, you want to do wave 3 first? Okay.
Yes. Well, yeah, let's go in wave 3, and then we'll do this other stuff, and then we'll end on wave 4.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, wave 3, because it's technically out now. I mean, you can get it on, like, Amazon.
I mean, you have one of them.
I have one of... Yes, I almost forgot. Yeah, I have one of them, and I ordered 2 more. Oh. So, yeah, I ordered 2 more, which means I'm gonna be finishing off this.
You're gonna be finishing wave 3 before you finish wave 2.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, overall, no, I'll wait to say that till we're done ranking them all. But wave 3 is like, okay. So first, what's this guy's name? Condor. What's his freaking name?
Condor.
It is Condor. Condor Unchained, I believe, is his name.
Something
actually.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. He's definitely got an interesting aesthetic to him.
Zach would appreciate him because he looks like a Destiny character.
Yeah.
He really does. His face... I like the red weapons a lot. I think that's really fun. He's got this nice looking... I think it's a shotgun. It looks like a shotgun.
Yes, it is. It's a pump shotgun.
Ah, yeah. No, that's cool. And... Like, again, I think visually he's a fun, like, kind of, like, futuristic character. I could see you putting him into a Star Wars display pretty easily.
Yeah, he's got these really cool, like, scimitar-looking swords. They kind of have, like, a Kasai-ish color scheme to them.
Yeah.
I have those swords. I don't... And I think I have the back bling. Back bling. I don't think I have the skin.
Oh, in the game.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting. What do you think about him?
I think he's cool. I don't know if it's the design or what, but some of his proportions look a little odd.
Yeah. I can see that.
It's his neck. He looks kind of tubish in the torso.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that so much, aesthetically speaking. But otherwise, I'd say he looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I would agree. I think he does look a bit awkward and chunky, proportionally wise. He looks a bit odd, but I think overall he looks like a fun, good time. I'll be able to confirm once I actually get my hands on him, which will be nice. But he looks good right off the bat.
So what are you thinking? Are you thinking, like, is he on par with Ragsy and Metal Mouth, or you think he's better?
I think that's a good spot for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next up in Wave 3 is a figure you have already.
I do have him. I got him actually last night, as of the time of recording this.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Lambro.
Lambro,
which is the worst name ever. He is very interesting. He's a very standard figure. In terms of articulation, he's not particularly outstanding. Like, he's very, like, generic. Articulation wise is good, but we've kind of come to expect that from now. You know, we first broke ground like this back in Wave 1, so it's not that surprising. The design is okay. It's not my favorite design ever. It's kind of fun. His neck has a weird, crazy amount of articulation, which is weird because he's got a stupid llama head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on a ball joint, so you can or it's on a dumbbell, so you can just like fling it around. It's awesome. The back bling is weird. It doesn't like to sit in again. That's also because the pain isn't long enough, and I don't like when they do that.
Yeah.
That's lame. The grenade launcher is fun. It's actually quite... I love the grenade launchers. I love the look of them, so getting one is very much... I'm very much okay with that. The harvesting tool is obnoxiously...
I don't think it's the grenade launcher. I think it's that scanner thing that was in the game recently. That scanner launcher, you remember that?
Oh, maybe.
I think it's that, because that, I believe, had that blue, like, striping around the barrels.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it looked a lot like a grenade launcher to me.
Yeah,
but,
it totally looks like that. I mean, I think they look pretty similar. I'm not certain. Don't quote me on that, but...
Yeah, I might be... Okay, he might be right. Yeah, there was, like, a scanner grenade launcher thing. Yeah. You're right. I like, never used that thing.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It was cool, I just didn't use it.
But yeah, what were you saying?
Anyways, the harvesting tool is obnoxiously heavy. Like, Jesus. It is solid plastic on that head. And in that picture, that's about as big as the head actually is. Like, that's not like wrong scale. That's accurate. So it's freaking gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings it down a lot. You cannot have this guy one-handed. He needs to have two hands on it at all times.
Mm-hmm. Which is accurate to the lore.
Yeah, it's accurate, but like it does take away some options and stuff like that. That's fair. It seems like a very cumbersome thing. It's interesting. I don't really like that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's kind of a cringe tier figure. He's not. Yeah, he's not quite as standard as B. I feel like he's a little bit. I feel like he's a bit of a downgrade, honestly.
I will say,
mm-hmm.
The skin makes me cringe, but the way you've been talking about the figure makes me want to get it, since I have the skin. So. Yeah,
he's a pretty decent figure. Nothing I'd write home about in particular. He probably can't. His range is not as good as it could be. I think that's his issue. Is that I don't know. For me, he's a bit cringy.
Okay.
He's not a dumpster fire. Yeah. Okay.
So let's pull out the next one.
Bring her back.
Red Lynx, our next recolor.
Which I guess technically you could probably just put in the... Okay. There are some genuine things to complain about here, right?
Okay.
First of all, I love the recolor. I absolutely love it. It makes it stand out so much better to me than the original release. I'm a sucker for red. Especially red on like a figure or something. And that shade of red in particular is just, it looks good.
Yeah, I love the transition of the colors as well, the fade. It's nice.
Yes, that's nice. The weapons look good. However, that is the exact same scythe as before.
It is, yes.
That's a bummer. That is not recolored or anything. It is literally just the exact same one. That's pretty lazy.
So, here's what I'm going to say about this one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a back bling. That's fair. It does have two red guns, which is pretty dope. And red is my favorite color. So this does earn it, generally speaking, some more points from me. So I would say it bumps it up a tier for me, just the color alone.
to cringe.
Yeah, C for cringe. That's what I'm saying.
I think that's fair. I am a little disappointed with the accessory department, but I think the red weapons are great.
You are getting a second gun instead of the back bling, so.
Yes, it's a bit of a I am disappointed with the harvesting tool. But I like the recolor. I'm probably gonna get her. I think it's a fun. I already like the figure in the first place, unlike you. So
Yep.
So if the original one for me, I think I would probably put the original Lynx in Epic Friends. I like her so much. That red recolor is probably also an Epic Friends for me. But I will stick with cringe. Dude, I love that Lynx. Yeah.
You're misguided.
Okay. I am misguided.
All right, last figure of Wave 3. What's this guy's name?
Cluck.
All right, make sure you pronounce that L, otherwise it becomes something else real quick.
All right.
So this guy, probably the most like visually crazy figure of the line up to the point of his existence.
I'd say.
He's a freaking gigantic chick man with eggshell armor and suspenders and drumstick living drumsticks that he's taken a bite out of. Which obviously chickens will eat chicken meat. They will be cannibals if necessary.
So it's accurate.
Yeah, accurate to the lore. And he's got a goofy backpack. He's got dog tags.
He does have dog
tags. And a crazy Mad Max like Tommy gun or shotgun or whatever the hell that is.
Yep. Made out of bones or whatever.
Yeah, bones and spikes and edge.
I mean, I don't have him yet. I also ordered him along with Condor. But I have a pretty solid feeling that he's going to be an epic friend.
I think just the sheer ridiculousness of it alone makes it.
He does everything that Bushranger should have done for me, and I'm really excited to get my hands on him. That's for sure.
With the two of them right next to each other like that, I feel like he dominates Bushranger in just pretty much every way.
He's a strong, so that's why Cuck is going in Epic Friends. We're gonna leave him there.
Cuck is one of our epic friends.
He will, and I also really want the skin, but I haven't been able to get it. So,
I think it might have been a Battle Pass skin. I'm not sure.
Probably, and if not, it probably showed up in Easter, and I forgot about it.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's talk about. Do we want to talk about Brutus?
We'll talk about Brutus.
All right. So Brutus, man.
Interesting. Brutus comes with a lot of shit.
He is a deluxe figure. He comes with a practice dummy. He's got a hammer and a freaking like butcher knife. He's got an ammo chest, like a loot chest that you can. It has like foam inserts for the weapons, but then you can remove the bottom layer insert and store more stuff in there if you want.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw the review for him. He's got a back bling. He is showing up in stores right now. I saw him a few times on my birthday. So yeah, he's just big, chunky suit man, which is pretty cool. What do you think about him?
Yep. I mean, I love the idea. I think. I mean, he's a big, beefy mafioso. I don't know how big he is. Is he like? I know he's big. I know he's wide, but like, I wonder how tall he is.
Let me see.
I'm curious. Because the white color scheme isn't super interesting to me, but I also don't have too many white Fortnite skins, so this will actually be one of the first ones if I decide to get one. At least figures, I mean. From the get-go, you get a lot of stuff with him, and I think that value is good. I think that makes the deluxe figure. I worry... Is his articulation good? Or was it decent?
He's got double jointed elbows and double jointed knees.
What about the neck area? I feel like that would be quite hindered.
just looking at the figure, but I'm only asking because you saw the review.
I don't remember specifically. I'm looking at some photos right now. He can definitely turn to the side. I don't know if he can get much up or down.
Yeah, which I guess is all you need for a guy like him.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I don't think he can get very crunchy.
Yeah.
But I'm not certain on that.
He is wearing a suit, although his suit is open, unlike he's being less.
I believe he's about the size of Meowscles, though.
Oh, really?
Scale-wise, yeah, pretty sure.
Okay, he's a big boy then. Mm-hmm. Meowscles is one of the bigger figures. So, yeah, okay, that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
I was always under the impression that he was really short for some reason. Okay, the guns he comes with are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
he's got a freaking like machine gun, or like
that thing is insane.
Yeah, and then
yeah,
I forget. I don't remember what this one's called, but.
You get the weapons look really cool. The black bang is cool. The chest is super neat. The hammer and butcher knife is awesome, and those are things you get elsewhere, and that's just fun.
Yeah, those are just cool little like Dio accessories. And even the target, the practice dummy is also like a cool Dio.
It's pretty cool. It's very weird, but I like its inclusion, and it fits for this character a lot. Mm-hmm. I know he has a head. I've seen it before. They probably could have thrown that in too.
I don't know if this version, because there is Brutus. There's like a regular Brutus.
Oh.
But then there's two different versions: Brutus Ghost
That's right.
and Brutus
this is Ghost.
Whatever the hell. There's like a black version, a black suit version, and a white suit version. Obviously, this is the white suit version. So I don't know what the differences are between like the skins, if they're separate skins or if it's all options.
Oh, you're right. I don't think Brutus Ghost has a face from what I'm looking at. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. So I'm okay with that actually. This is a good choice for a skin. It's also a very ambitious figure because of his goofy proportions. I like that a lot. He looks very fun. I'm really excited to get my hands on him, and you could probably get better articulation than the Prude.
The Prude?
I almost call him Ghost Rider. I mean, Chaos Agent. Because his suit is unbuttoned. So yeah. I think this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna have to say, for the value-wise, he might just be an epic friend.
I have no reason to disagree with that. So
you get some crazy shit with him.
Yeah, I think his accessories are probably the highlights of the set.
Yes, I totally agree.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I love him a lot. All right, moving on.
So we've got the Raptors.
Now the Raptors are going to be the exact same ranking either way. Because the
only thing that tips one in the direction of being better than the other is I like the yellow's color scheme more, and it comes with the better accessory.
It's fair. That's fair. These guys are kind of disappointing from a certain few things. Their articulation's very limited, which really does suck.
Especially compared to like some of the other Hasbro animals like the G.I. Joe Croc and Wolf and the D&D Panther. Yeah, their articulation's pretty lacking.
Which, that's a shame. The chicken is good, honestly.
Best accessory in the line, I think.
Jesus. Well, then go on. Put him in the dub.
No. I think he's a solid C for cringe. I think D for dumpster is probably the red one.
I would probably have to agree. It's the lack of articulation that kills it, I think.
I think what really kills it for me on this one, obviously the articulation's bad, but also the color scheme, like the teal, the green, the lime green, the red, and the pink. At least this one is like yellow on yellow, whereas this one's red and pink, and I don't get behind that very much.
Yeah, and the meat accessory is cool, but so hopefully going forward, if they do any more animals, they add a little bit more movement to them, because
I'm not seeing enough movement.
Yeah, we need some more movement, of course. That should have been one of the tiers. That should have, instead of D for dumpster fire, should be seeing. I'm not seeing enough movement. But no, they're not bad. I want to get my hands on one of them, see if I like it. If I like it, then I'll get a second one, but I'll probably just stick with one, honestly. It's weird that they're putting out two right away together. I feel like that's a very strange decision.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's easy to recolor, but it would have made more sense to release one and then see how that sells, and then release another or something like that. I don't know.
Put them in a 2-pack or any. I mean, it would have been a lot of money, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, who knows? All right.
Yeah. Anyways.
So next up, the big one.
We need to emphasize how big this thing is. I actually saw it in person yesterday. The box is gigantic. It is $113 over here.
Canadian, yeah.
That's brutal. I will say that is not a good price. It makes me really sad because I really want this thing. I think it is exactly what we need from this line. More 6-inch vehicles like this, please.
Yes. I will say
I love it.
It is massive because it has to comfortably seat 3 figures and be able to stand a 4th. So
exactly. So it makes sense, and it is, as far as I can tell, it's accurate to the game.
It also comes with missiles?
It does, so it might actually launch. I'm not sure. I can't guarantee. Which is what I was complaining about with the cannon from
Sky?
No, the
man cake. Man cake's cannon, yes. So it comes with a missile for the missile launcher. I don't think it actually launches. It looks like it just pegs in.
Which is lame, but it's better than nothing, you know? But I gotta say, and then it comes with like this water stand, which is a nice effect.
My question is, are the thrusters articulatable? Because those things, when they're not charged up, they're closed in like this, but they move out when they are charged up. So can they do that?
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly.
With the size of it, I feel like it should be able to do that no problem. But
yeah. Well, yeah, you know what? I gotta say, this thing is amazing. This might be a bit premature. We don't even own it yet, but I feel like it's it. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a dub. I feel like this is exactly what we need for the line.
Yeah.
More fun stuff like this, and like it's huge, it's large, you know. Large. And you can imagine putting all of your skies on there.
Yeah, all 2 of them.
All 2 of them, maybe a 3rd one in the future.
Yeah, they do summer sky.
You just have a sky party up there, you know?
And you're on cloud 9 with all the skies.
Yeah, I just feel like this is a good direction. And when I saw this, I got very happy. The price is the only reason I don't have it right now. I don't know if it's going to get knocked down anytime soon. Probably not, but it's hard to say. I don't know how in demand this is.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It could be something that goes up in price as well, so who knows.
Yeah, I might just end up having to impulse buy it one day because I really do want it.
Yeah, I do too. It looks great, and it could totally work for like Marvel Legends as well.
Yes,
you know, it's not too stylized.
Yeah,
I would say.
I agree.
All right.
All right.
So that brings us to the last 4, wave 4.
I don't think these figures are out yet. I don't think anyone has them.
No, I don't think so either.
But it won't surprise me if they start showing up within the next month.
Yeah, they'll probably start showing up pretty soon.
This is wave 4. Wave 4 is an oh yeah, so I want to say overall I got a little off track. Wave 3 in my opinion was a nice return to form. You know, I feel like wave 1 was a very solid like intro wave. Wave 2 was trying stuff out, trying to like develop the standard.
Yeah.
And you got some pretty good standard figs. You got some interesting experiments like Bush Ranger. Wave 3 was a pretty consistent wave, I'd say, through and through.
Yeah, wave 3. Let's see. We got 2 of them were in C, 1 of them was in B, and 1 of them was in E. So
Yeah.
Overall
it's interesting
improvement compared to both the previous waves.
Yes, I would agree. But let's start off with wave 4.
We got Military Man.
This guy.
What's his name?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm not too fan of this guy.
The Paternia post. Renegade Shadow.
Okay, yeah, I was not gonna remember that at all.
Nope. I mean, he's Military Man. You know, he'll make a perfect companion with like Metal Mouth or something, or Condor. Like that could be a little
put them together,
edgy squad. You know, or like even Lynx. You know, look good next to her.
Lynx, Chaos Agent. You can put them all together. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
They'd all look pretty good next to each other.
Yeah.
Which is not a thing I like, but
I think if
I like that. No,
I think if you had more colors, this design could easily be pretty cool. Cause you know, I like the furry like jacket, like the fur collar, fur lined jacket. His head looks cool. I like the goggles. I think with a more interesting color scheme, he would definitely be up there. But he does not have. The
axe is cool.
Yeah, the axe looks pretty neat. I believe that gun is reused from someone somewhere.
Maybe it's hard to say. Maybe Deo or Siona. I don't have them, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But if not,
he's got back bling of like rockets.
That's fun.
Yeah,
everyone punches him.
He's cool. He's like an edgelord, you know, whatever.
It's not my preferred design, but the figure looks good. It looks like, you know, the jacket might be interesting. It depends how much it limits the actual figure.
Yeah. I don't think he's any worse than like Metal Mouth.
Yeah, I'd say he probably belongs in this category.
Yeah, he's just one of those less visually interesting characters, like Condor and like Metal Mouth. So. Yeah.
Okay, all right, now.
All right, should we go with the
obvious reuse?
The big sledge.
Okay, I'm weirdly excited for this guy.
Me too, man.
So he comes with a hammer, again, but in red. First of all, just the red in general, I like this way more than blue for some reason.
A pretty translucent red, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a cool color. And he's pissed off.
Made of blood.
He looks like he's made of like molten evil, you know?
Yeah. And he's so grumpy underneath his little dome.
Yeah.
I love that.
And instead of having that weird ass shotgun, he comes with normal guns.
He's got two
of those guns
instead of a back bling.
Yeah. That's true.
I believe both are the original reuse.
Yeah.
But, he's pretty cool.
You're right. I think one of those guns is going to be a massive pain to put in his hands.
Oh, yeah.
One of them will not be.
Smaller one? Yeah.
That's going to suck. So, I don't know. I think you win some and you lose some with this figure. The color scheme and, like, I'm just happy we're getting him again in red. It is really pretty much the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But with a different head and like different colors, but like the body is mostly exactly the same with like different variations and stuff. So I think, what do you think?
I think
I'm having a bit of trouble.
I love red. It's, you know, I said earlier, it's my favorite carrot color, and it was enough to bump up Lynx for me. So I feel like it's enough to make him an epic friend for me.
You think he's an epic friend?
I think he's an epic friend because the Ripley figure is great, but in red, like, come on.
Yeah,
that's my jam.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm down with that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Two more.
So, I think this one is my most anticipated figure of the wave, but we should end on the most iconic Fortnite character. So, we've got Alexa in her armored mode. Mecha Fusion. I have this skin. I think she's super cool. She's very, like, I want to say Mega Man inspired. Yeah, she's super dope. I love her aesthetic and her design. So I'm excited for this figure. What do you think? Jesus.
I'm bored. No. I like that they're trying something different with it. It's a cell shaded figure, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they're doing something like that. That's fun. They haven't really
done... first anime figure of the line.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't really gotten anything like that yet. So it's good that they're starting now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's gonna be one that I pass on at first. Like I feel like I'm gonna be like, nah, but then I'll find her one day, maybe in America, and then I'll probably pick her up, and then I'll go, well, hold on a second. She's pretty. I feel like she's gonna be really good. She's very, very skinny. I am worried about how flimsy she's gonna she'll probably be very rubbery in the legs.
I don't think
which
she'll
sucks.
be much more flimsy than like Lynx. I mean, I guess Lynx has thicker knees, but her arms aren't really flimsy. So
that's true. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But she looks fun. Again, this feels like a Destiny character to me or something. I like the gun a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The weapons are fun. Yeah, I'd say she's pretty cool. I think she's gonna be interesting. I really just have to wait to see how she turns out. I want to see her reviews of her. Mm-hmm. I want to know what she's like, because if she's good, I'll probably pick her up. But if not, I might just pass on by. We'll see. I don't know where you want to put her. I mean, where do you want to put her?
Since I have this skin and I'm a big fan of it, I want to put her up here. That's where I want to put her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she is my most anticipated figure of the wave for sure.
Interesting.
Do you feel strongly otherwise?
Maybe.
It doesn't seem like you feel all that strong.
She's more. I feel like she's more unique than a lot of the B guys, so I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that totally.
Okay. Cool.
I would probably bump her down to a B, honestly, but like she's more unique than a lot of them, so I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is my executive decision. She's an epic friend.
That's fine.
You pulled one earlier. I get to pull one. So
that's
all
fair.
Right. And last, but certainly not least, Potassius Peels.
This is an interesting one because this is a very long time coming.
Mm-hmm. It's the first Peely of the line.
Which is shocking, you know?
That it took 4 waves to get one, yeah, since he's like the most iconic Fortnite character.
You say it's appealing.
That's not what that means.
It's appealing that he's here finally. I love the gun. I love the sword, first and foremost. Or the dagger, I guess you'd say. I know for a fact that his back bling is going to be ridiculously just solid. You probably won't be able to do anything.
Very flat.
That's okay, I guess. I'm fine with it. You can always take it off. I think it'll be okay. I love his expression. He's not happy to be here. Does not want to be here. He's very serious. I think it's nice that we're going to Peely. It would have been nice to get just a standard Peely, I think. But most people who want Peely probably got him from the Jazzwares lines.
Yeah, I think I have the Jazzwares one, but I think Hasbro could probably improve on that figure a lot. Like, it won't have the swappable faces, but I want to see them make one.
Yeah, I think I would totally get just a regular Peely. Although I will say I'm actually quite excited for this. I do want one. I think I will get one. Mostly because he's fun, and I like him. He's a big banana man, and he's Peely. He's got to go on the shelf. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say I like him. I might call him an epic friend.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to him.
I would be more partial to a regular one, so I don't plan on getting this guy, but he does look like a lot of fun. Similarly to Cluck, so yeah, I'd say that's fine.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that.
Look at
that. Is that everything?
That is everything except for the line as a whole.
Yeah, which I mean, I think we know where to put that.
I mean, the majority says, they can't do anything right at this line. It's awful.
Exactly. Exactly.
I find it hilarious that she's the only one down there. No, I think this line has made the collector community and the Fortnite players, epic friends. So I think that's where it belongs. But what do you think?
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Yeah, no, I love the Fortnite line.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising. I got into I believe that this line is great. I got into it before I even started playing Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I don't know how popular this line is with other people. I really don't.
I'll tell you this much. This line, I wish the Overwatch line had as much love and care put into it as this one has. And this one's got way more figures than the Overwatch line ever got. So that one obviously did not work out. So I hope the Overwatch line comes back at some point and learns from this.
Yeah. The Overwatch line kind of came out a little too early, I feel like. This is kind of like the renaissance of action figures right now, so I feel like
if they bring it back for like Overwatch 2 whenever that goddamn releases, all I want is just a new modern Hasbro Tracer figure. That's all I want.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would actually probably be really solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I love this line. I really do. And even the lowest tier figures on the list here are still like, they're still pretty decent. Like, even Jules.
There's 3 figures that are at the bottom. One of them you think belongs up here. And then the other 2 are, like, fine.
Yeah, they're not, like, honestly, I would never, I don't think I would ever call any of these figures genuinely awful.
Mm-hmm.
There's love and care put into pretty much every single one.
I would call that one pretty terrible, but,
Well, you know what, you're wrong. It's still fun. It's a fun figure.
I don't know. So you can hit some poses, for sure.
Yeah, be nice. But overall, though, I really like this line, and my only stipulation is that I want it to continue, and I want it to get to the stuff I'm personally into now, which is the Chapter 3 stuff, which they haven't done any besides Dwayne.
100 years. Fortnite 100 years.
Yeah. But, like, we'll get to that point maybe at some point. I like that. More creatures with better articulation, more vehicles would be really fun. A HasLab at some point, please.
Yeah, I want to see a HasLab Clombo. I've talked about before in private.
That I would be really okay with a battle bus. Probably would fund it too. Sounds dumb. I know you're like, with 100 figures in there. Nah, you could do like 10. That'd be fine enough.
I mean, that's the joke, though. It's supposed to fit, 100 people, but obviously it cannot.
Exactly. No. But, no, I love this line, and I want to continue supporting it. And I have a good majority of these figures, too. So,
I probably got about half at this point.
Let's see. Let me count. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically because I already bought it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 15. So I got most of them, actually. And for the other ones, I do want to get some of them. The only ones I don't think I'm going to get anytime soon will probably be Metal Mouth and, like, the guy from the 4th wave.
Yeah, you've got about half the line because there's about 29 figures, not counting Raptors and stuff. So no, there's 30. There's actually 30. I missed what's her name, bottom girl.
Yeah, Jules.
Yeah, so you've got exactly half, pretty much.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, so I want to get more, and I want to expand, but it's a great line, and I'm happy to have started collecting it, and I hope it goes on for a very long time. And this has been a very fun process, so thank you for hosting, as always.
Absolutely. Or as the last 2 streams, yes.
Yeah, of course, as always.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of fun. It was a good time. I implore people to come back to this long-ass stream to watch it again. Mm-hmm. Even though it might be painful and cringe sometimes, guys. I don't know.
That's kind of the point, all right? I mean, we didn't name these names unironically.
No, of course not. Fortnite is inherently cringe, but that's okay.
But that's okay.
Anyway,
we can look past that.
I hope y'all get the dub, okay?
Get that epic crown win.
By get that dub, I mean get 2 figures and a boat. So
yeah, buy 2 of the same figure and a boat, please.
Yeah, and a boat. That's all you need.
So saith
yeah.
the Fortnite figure tier list.
Yeah.
The only one.
The only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining me.
Fare thee well.
Fare thee bidding thee well.
Goodbye.